Yo, what's up YouTubers, it's S&D Gaming. We are about to be looking at one of the named weapons that's come out in the latest DLC for the Division. We're going to be looking at the Hungry Hog. This is a named LMG. Now looking at it, we can see that it has the traditional gold weapon camo that goes across it, and it has also tints of silver in it. What is also noticeable about the gun is the actual red marking that you can see right above there, right on the top. You can see it just in that silver section. Maybe that's an imprint of the actual gun, a brand name of some kind, or some type of labeling with looks of it, but I can't really make it out 100%. It just looks like a load of lines, actual red lines. As for the grip looks really nice and sturdy, as you would expect on a big ass beast of an LMG. I do like the detail in the gun. I like how the grip's set out. I also like how the bullets really hang down, and if you look on a nice tilt, you can even see one of the bullets actually fed into the machine, ready to fire through, and I do like that effect. It looks really well. So, how do we find this gun? That's probably what you guys want to know as well. I found this gun in the actual Dark Zone, and so have a couple of people I've heard and known. So I reckon the best place for you to try this is hit the highest area Dark Zone in the highest category, so you want to be over 201, and then hopefully you should be able to get it dropped after a couple of attempts, or maybe if you grind it for a bit, but I've got my fingers crossed for you guys to get this beast. So, just because this gun makes you shit your pants by looking at it, does it actually do the talk? So, let's look at the actual gun stats, because every named weapon comes with set stats, as we all are aware of. So, what we have got is Perodatory. Killing a target regenerates 13.5% of health over 5 seconds. This is a really good talent to have, because basically this gun is a PvE. So it's not a bad talent, it's a PvE gun, so we need to focus on looking at that angle. So killing a load of targets, and you've got a chance out of one of those targets giving you like 13.5% chance, it's quite good. Because if you're doing like farming in the Dark Zone, you're killing a load of enemies, and then you get that health spur when you need it, so you can like top your health as well, and then you're back in the game. That could be an actual lifesaver. Moving on to the bottom one, stability. Stability is essential for any LMG. As you all will know, once you hold your finger down on that LMG, it does some fucking crazy dance. It moves left, right, up, down, and it goes fucking nuts. So the extra stability, please, I want that. Give me it. Moving down onto the bottom one, Meticulous. Killing a target has a 23.5% chance to instantly fill the magazine. Now, if you haven't used an LMG before, let me tell you this, the reloading is fucking boringly slow. And having that chance to have a magazine put back up without reloading it is a godsend. Because once again, it works with the top perk while you're doing PvE. It helps you out a lot, because if you clean a load of enemies out and it comes to the decision of you need to reload, but you get that free reload, that could be the difference of you dying and not, because the time you're reloading, you're getting shot the shit out, grenades are falling on your feet, and hell's breaking loose basically. So we do like that talent, and we're not going to dismiss this gun of having really bad talents, because I know we all used to brutal and deadly and etc, but this is an LMG, this is PvE. So we're going to go with that, and we're going to say yes, we can live with that type of weapon. Now this weapon is bare. There is no mods being put on this, because I want you to know what you're getting if you ever find this gun before you put your type of modifications onto it. So this is the bare manufacturer's weapon. So we have a just under 8k damage, a 500 RPM which is standard, and a 100 magazine which is standard as well. So it's kind of got the generic imprint of the mainly, the stability, range, reload accuracy, and etc. So does this gun look as much badass as it actually puts out on the field? That is what we're going to find out. So we're going to be doing a stability test. So just holding this gun, it feels like I'm holding a fucking cannon. Look at that beast. I'm going to be shooting in the center, and I'm going to not be giving any resistance to the pad, and I'm going to just let it fire and see how long it maintains. See now, looking at that, as you can see, it did start to climb upwards, but the stability does kick in, even though it doesn't look like that, because normally that would shoot sky high straight up, and it kind of held itself steady as much as it could, moving its way up. Almost as if you was aiming to cut someone's body like a fucking saw, because actually it just goes straight through the middle and straight up. So I'm not going to argue on that. You know, it would be a beautiful world where you could get an LMG that just holds us straight, but what gun does that anywhere? Not many. Let's have a look at the reloading. We're going to see how slow this is. So for example, we've got a load of enemies coming up to us. We're going to reload now. I've already been shot about 40 times and I've had to put my medikit on as well. Shit's going to fucking shit, basically. It's a terrible long time to reload with an LMG. However, let's refer back to the last perk on it. That gives you a 23.5% chance to refill the magazine. That is what we really need for that type of gun. Now, looking at a distance shooting, I'm going to try shoot this at a distance, and I'm going to, as you can see, it's got a wide margin there, and I'm going to try my best to hold it in position of a certain area. So I'm gradually just pressing down on the pad, and it's kind of holding it. It's more like bouncing it. It wasn't too hard, that. I didn't struggle, I didn't have to sway my analog stick to hold it in that centre of that body. That really wasn't too hard. That is where your stability is kicking in. Let's do a close-up one of that. That is with only a slight bit of downward motion. I'm only holding it down slightly to compensate the actual recoil, and that was really well. I'm quite impressed with how that held together, so we're going to say yes to this gun if you like the LMGs. And a final look on the actual back, you can see more of a dark version now of the actual grip and the gold. It does look pretty nice, looking from a downward motion as well. You can also see that actual logo a little bit better, but yeah, I can still not make out to what it possibly could be without zooming into that picture. It's probably something I know, like I said, it's probably just one of the markings, but it does look a nice piece of gun to have in your backpack, and you going into town with that will tell people not to fucking mess with you. Anyway guys, hope you enjoyed the video. Let me know if you've managed to find this gun and what you think of the gun. Is it a gun you're going to be getting, or are you just going to be basically getting that for your collection because it's one of the named guns? Okay guys, like and subscribe. Until the next time.